Hey, what is up guys? I'm Greg Builds and welcome to this Minecraft build tutorial. On this episode, we're going to create a townhouse. And this townhouse has 2 large floors, as well as a garage, a wraparound deck at the backside, and it has skylights up top on the roof. And these skylights help let natural light inside the house. This build is broken down into 8 steps, and without further ado, let's start the build. Also, this stylish townhouse is roughly 16 by 18 blocks wide, and it is 11 blocks tall. And here's a complete list of the materials you need to build this house. Also, this entire build project will require a 16 block area by 18 block area spacing, and I marked my area out with coarse dirt blocks, and you could do the same, that way you know how big the layout is before we start the build. In addition, this build level is rated at an advanced level on the Greg Builds building scale, and I'll be here step by step to help guide you through this build. Step 1. First, let's create the 4 main spruce walls. We'll need 320 spruce planks. At the back left corner of the marked out area, move over to the 4th dirt block. Then move back an additional 3 more spaces. And place a spruce plank on the 3rd additional space back. Then make a double check by moving 4 spaces over and 3 additional spaces back. Then make the row a total of 10 blocks wide. Then we can make the side a total of 12 blocks long. Then let's connect the 10 by 12 shape back to the start. Then we can add 7 additional blocks on top of the pattern. And this will make the spruce walls a total of 8 blocks tall. Step 2. Next, let's make the doors and windows. We'll need 16 white glass blocks, 5 oak doors, 12 wool blocks, 4 stone buttons, and 24 white glass panes. Let's work on the front of the house first. At the bottom, move over 1 space. Then clear a 4 wide by 3 tall opening. Then we can move back a space and fill with white wool. And this will be the garage door. Then we can add stone buttons along the front. Then let's move over a space and add an oak door. Then let's move up 5 blocks. Then over 1. Then we could clear a 2 wide by 3 tall opening. Then we could leave 1 column of spacing. Then make another 2 wide by 3 tall opening. Then repeat, leaving 1 column of spacing, then making a 2 wide by 3 tall opening. Then we can move over to the 3rd space at the top, and place 6 glass blocks. And now leave 2 blocks of spacing on either side. Then we can add 2 more glass blocks on top, and make sure those are centered. Then let's head to the side of the house. And we can add in 2 oak doors over here. To start, move up 5 spruce planks. Then move over 4 spaces, and add in 2 oak doors. And there will be 3 spruce planks of spacing on the left side of the door. Then at the back side of the house, let's move up 5 blocks. Then move over 5 blocks. And add 2 oak doors. And there will be 4 spruce planks of spacing on either side of the double doors. Then we can add a similar 6 white glass blocks on top at the 3rd space over. Then add 2 more glass blocks on top of that. Then for the last side of the house, we can move up 5 planks. And over 1. Then clear a 3 tall by 2 wide opening and fill with glass panes. Step 3. Next, let's make the side 2nd level entrance walkway. We'll need 44 light gray concrete, 10 cobblestone blocks, 8 cobblestone stairs, and 15 oak fence posts. Now if concrete is too hard to gather, you can replace the gray concrete with cobblestone blocks. To start this step, add 2 stairs at the side of the 2nd spruce plank over. Then we can add 2 more stairs 1 row above it. Then add a 2x2 square of cobblestone blocks. Then we can add 2 more sets of stairs. Next we can place 2 rows that are 3 blocks long of cobblestone. Then we can border the edge of the cobblestone with gray concrete blocks, and extend these down to the side. Also, make sure to follow the pattern of the stairs. Then we could finish the step by adding oak fence posts along the top of the gray concrete. And again, if concrete is way too hard for you to find in your survival world, that is no problem at all. We could simply replace the gray concrete with more cobblestone blocks. Step 4. Next up is the 1st and 2nd level floor. We'll need 46 light gray concrete, 106 spruce planks, and 4 spruce stairs. At the 1st level, let's replace the grass with light gray concrete for the first 5 rows. And make sure these rows are all the way to the left side. Then once the left side 5 rows are filled in, we can fill in the remaining 3 rows with spruce planks. Then in the back right corner, we can move up to the 4th block. Then move back an additional space, and we can start the spruce staircase here. Then extend the staircase down to the floor. Then behind the staircase at the 4th block up, we can add in the floor. And fill in the floor with more spruce planks. Step 5. Next up we can add in interior walls at the 1st and 2nd levels. We'll need 62 spruce planks and 2 oak doors for this step. Inside at the 1st level, we can add in a wall, and make sure this wall sits on top of the light gray concrete blocks. Also, I'm going to leave an opening here, and this will be for a doorway. And we can also make a doorway opening at the back side too. Then once completed, we can head upstairs. Now up here we can move over 6 spruce planks. Then we can add in a spruce wall. Also, as we're making this wall, we can add in a side divider. And this will break the space into 2 rooms. And I'm going to do this by moving back 6 spruce planks and making the wall here. Also, as I'm making the wall, we can leave in openings for the doorways. Step 6. Next, let's work on the back wraparound deck. We'll need 40 oak planks, 32 cobblestone blocks, 12 cobblestone wall sections, and 32 oak fence posts. At the back corner of the house, move up to the 4th spruce plank. Then make a 2 wide oak deck, and we can make this deck 3 planks long at the side of the house. Then we could continue across the back side of the house. And remember, make this deck 2 planks wide. Then at the other side of the house, we can continue the deck back, and make this deck 3 blocks long on the side. Then we can add a ring of cobblestone blocks that wrap around the oak planks. Then once completed, we can add in cobblestone wall sections in each corner of the deck. Then to finish this deck, let's add oak fence posts on top of the cobblestone blocks. Step 7. Next up is the roof. We'll need 84 oak planks, 96 oak slabs, and 24 white glass blocks. At the side of the top spruce plank, add an oak plank, and extend past the front by 1 block as well. Then we can continue this road to the back of the house, and make sure to extend past the edge wall by 1 block as well. Then let's add oak slabs to the side of the oak plank, and add an extra one on top. Then we can continue the oak slab row to the other side. Then we can add 1 slab below it as well. Then we can alternate this pattern, adding a row of full-size blocks. Then switching to slabs for the next row. Then once we've reached the top with this pattern, we can do the same for the other side of the roof. To refresh, start by adding a row of oak planks. Then for the next row, we can add oak slabs. Then once completed, we can add in glass blocks. At the 4th row up, move back to the 5th space. We can clear the 5th space, and that will leave 4 oak slabs of spacing. Then we can add in glass blocks, and these glass blocks will be a total of 6 blocks long. Then we can add a row at the 4th row over on the other side of the roof. Then we can add in more rows on top. Also, as a bonus step, I'm going to also add in a ledge. And this ledge will be made out of oak slabs. And we can place in flower pots on the ends. However, this ledge is completely optional, and you can make it if you would like, or you could prefer to keep it out. Step 8. Lastly is the interior, and all these is completely up to you. However, I'll quickly show you a walkthrough of how I did my interior, and I hope this will give you ideas on how you can decorate the inside of your house. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the build, or would like to leave some feedback, I would love to hear it. Also, make sure to subscribe, because I create build tutorials just like this one every week. I'll catch you in the next one. Later guys! Want more build tutorials? I have many other playlists that might interest you on my channel. Make sure to check them out.